Hey everyone, and welcome back to Hey Dad RC. Today I'm going to try and keep this video brief. You can see, taking a look before you, we've got a couple of the Team Associated 128 scale RC cars. These things are a blast to run indoors, and for $59.99 you can get these for a pretty good deal. The first one I ever bought was a little bit hit and miss, but for the most part they've been pretty good. And like I said, especially if you live in an area where when the wintertime comes you can't get outside much because of the snow and cold, like where I live, these are great things to keep in the house. They're not super fast, they don't require a lot of room, so you can have a lot of fun with these. But so anyways, this one here on the right is Hayden's, the one on the left is mine. And over the last couple of weekends, Hayden's kind of got back into getting the small RCs out on the weekends and having fun with them. And like today here, temperature was in the 80s, it was sunny. Tomorrow's going to be in the 80s and sunny. That's going to take a big turn this weekend as the temps are going to drop into the lower 50s, possibly high in the upper 40s. It's supposed to rain the entire length of the long holiday weekend and be windy, so it's going to be crappy. So these are great offerings to have for the money. The unfortunate part, this one here of Hayden's is so cool, obviously, because it's got the RC10 style body on it, and unfortunately they don't make these anymore, so these are kind of getting hard to come by. But this is Hayden's. He's got it for his birthday almost 3 years ago now, and he's driven it a lot, has a lot of fun with it. But the other day when he was running it, the steering stopped working, and this one here is actually the radio, the original to this car. And we turn it to the left, it sticks. So I tore the radio apart, I tore the car apart, trying to figure out what the deal was, and really nothing looked out of place. But the steering would work if you use the fine-tuning knob here, but using the wheel you were getting no response whatsoever. Now I thought that these radios were very specific to each car. I didn't know that you could actually bind these from another car, which I have. This radio here is the one that came with my short course truck. And maybe you guys already know this, so this video is pointless, but I didn't know it, so I figured I would share it with you guys just in case, maybe you happen to have 2, 3, 4 of these and one of the cars broke and you still have the radio. Don't throw it out because, like with this one here, that potentiometer gave out on it, and I don't think there's a way to fix that, so unfortunately. But this was the first 28th that I bought, and this one has, I believe my buddy Dave put a 2-cell in here instead of the 1-cell that comes in these cars. But this one currently doesn't have a receiver on it, and I wish I had hung on now to the existing radio. So I had already bound my radio to this car, and it's a pretty simple trick. I didn't know with these cars you could actually do it. Maybe I'm the only one out there that didn't know that. But what you would do, this one's already bound, but what you would want to do is just turn the car on first underneath it. Then you would turn your radio on. And right here behind that LED light that glows when you turn the car on here, if my fat fingers can get the car. There we go. Little hole back here. You just take a paper clip or something, and that's your bind button. Click it while the radio's on, and that will glow solid, and now that radio is bound to this car. So now, cool part is can use it for both cars. So as long as this radio holds out, when Hayden's running these, runs this one till the battery's gone, he can put this one, he doesn't have to charge it right away. He can have this other one ready to go, and now you're ready to rip. Like I said, these are neat little cars for the money to run indoors. And by the way, a lot of times on the weekend, sometimes Hayden will like going to the Dollar Tree. That's a store he likes. So while we're there, I'll walk up and down the aisles just to see if anything catches my eye. But I ran across these the last time. And again, this was at the Dollar Tree, so I think This might have been $2. It might have been under. I don't remember. But it's just 3 Phillips, 3 flathead, small screwdrivers. The handles are plastic. They're kind of cheap, but this worked very well on taking this car and radio apart. So, you know, you don't always have to buy the most expensive tools. But just in case you know, anybody's watching this video, I thought maybe it would help if they didn't know. Like I said, I didn't know that you could do that with these cars. You know, because of how small and inexpensive they are. So I just thought that I would share that tip with you guys in case anybody needed it. So guys, thanks as always for taking some time out of your day to check out my videos. And until next time, everybody stay safe. We'll see you around.